This is a Rogue Media Network podcast. This is Central Texas Life with Ann Harder.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Central Texas Life. Ann Harder here, and I am so excited to introduce you to these two wonderful women. We've got Keisha Miller and Tasmin McDonald, and I got the chance to meet you two ladies at the Leading Waco Women Empowering Through Mentoring program that the Greater Waco Chamber of Commerce puts on. It's been my privilege to be serving as the MC for all of these events for many years now. We've been doing them, but this was a special one, and the two of you were one of the three pairs of mentors, mentees, that just shared with the audience of mostly ladies about the value of your relationship. But what really struck me, and you were the last two to go up to talk, what is your obvious just love for each other, and it's more than just a mentor-mentee relationship. Mm-hmm. And it almost seems like, I'm not sure which is the mentor and which is the mentee.
She's my mentor and mentee.
But anyway, so Keisha, it's just, let's start with you. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about your business and yourself, and yeah.
So I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio.
So you got to Texas when?
Well, I guess as soon as I could.
That's the correct
answer. That's what you're supposed to say.
That's right.
I remember a mug that my husband got me. It's broken, but yes, as soon as I could. So yes, my husband and I, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have worked several places here in town and love that part, but we own Prosperity Tax Service, and next year we'll be celebrating our 20th year in business.
Congratulations.
10 years ago, we also started Prosperity Travel Group because we are avid travelers, and people wanted to go with us. And so I was like, you know what?
That's
I'm
cool.
going to monetize that too.
Yes, ma'am.
And so we are a full-service travel agency, Prosperity Travel Group. Again, we love to travel and do that all the time. Next, we have the East Waco Empowerment Project, which is the nonprofit home for Feast in the East. And that happens every December. My husband wanted to initially feed about 500 people, and over 1,000 people came. And it has gone on. This will be our 8th year for Feast in the East coming up in December. Excited, looking forward to that. And last but not least, Slow Burn Mobile Cigar Lounge is 2 years old, and we sell the most amazing cigars here in town. Online, we are the #1 Black-owned online retailer of luxury cigars in the country.
Wow.
There you go.
Awesome. Very good.
Lots on my plate.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. And Tasmin, you and your husband?
Yes. So we own Max Fry House. It's a mobile food truck and catering service, not serial entrepreneurs, very first business. And we are in education, and I formerly was in education.
Mm-hmm. So this really for you was a major paradigm shift from what you were doing in higher ed. Talk a little bit about your background and what you were doing in higher education.
So I have a master's in higher education administration. My focus areas are diversity, equity, and inclusion. And so I would do graduate programming, recruiting for domestic and international students to graduate programs, or to the institution that I was working at, Texas A&M. Go Aggies.
Yeah, gig 'em. Yeah.
Gig 'em. And prior to that, I was in education in North Carolina, where we're from, and I worked for the attorney for the university. And my very first start was in library services, so I worked for the director of the library. So
wow,
I have been in higher ed forever and ever. I'm in. I think now it would have been 13 years, but when I made the transition, straight out of college, and when we were in the pandemic, my husband works in football, so I'll just lightly tell the story. We had to protect the team, so because he works in athletics, we would try to protect the team by staying as a unit of negative staffers. And so if the opposing team contracted COVID and they couldn't come play, we could be together, but we couldn't do anything else. And so the coaching staff and a lot of us the same age would get together and we'd have a kickback if a game got canceled. And so
What's a kickback?
like where you cook out and you play card games.
How fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun. That was our version of fun during the pandemic. We would play card games, and we catered in a local restaurant that was still operable during the pandemic. And it was good, but we felt like we could do better, honestly speaking, and we did. And so it turned into this, oh my God, y'all are amazing. Y'all show up in a food truck and ... polka dot is what it turned into. And so we call it peer pressure. So we were...
Well, it sounds like, so you're the cook? I mean,
We both
both of us. So what is it you're fixing? What are you?
So we do Southern comfort food, soul food. But we kind of streamline it because you don't want to make fried pork chops and oxtails and all
On a food
all the
truck.
things all the time. So we
Right.
do fried fish, fried chicken. We started with hot dogs. We've now moved into fried chicken wings, and we do standard baked macaroni and cheese, Southern
Ooh.
collard greens, French fries, and hush puppies.
Yeah.
So
Funnel cakes.
yeah, and deep
She's
fried
missing the
Oreos.
funnel
Okay.
cakes.
Well, okay. So how did the name Max comes from?
Okay, so our last name is McDonald.
Okay.
But my husband is a former coach, and he is Coach Mac.
Coach Mac. Makes sense.
And we fry, so Mac's Fry House.
Okay, you got it. You got it.
A lot of people think it's macaroni and cheese, and it's
Well,
not.
really, it's the first thing I was thinking. Maybe it
could
has.
be.
Yeah.
Really could be.
It
She
could be-
loves the macaroni and cheese, but
Oh, I do
it's really
too.
from
Who
my
doesn't?
last-
That's a Southern comfort food as well.
for sure.
So do you have a location you kind of normally are found, or how can folks find you?
So we roam all over Waco, right? Our business model focuses on large events or philanthropic efforts that we support, which is education, the youth. So we'll do, like we did the All-Stars, Little League, Midway Little League
Oh, yeah.
events. We love that. Our daughter plays softball for Midway. She's not an All-Star, but we love the family and the camaraderie with Midway Little League. And we'll go to the rural towns like Robinson and McGregor. We'll go to Chilton, and we'll do their school events. We do a lot of profit sharing with the schools. And so to really know where we are would be to know what's happening in Waco, which is a great thing.
Yeah.
We partner with the community. And so you would have to follow us on Facebook or Instagram to find out where our truck will be. And we post every Monday. But we do have some exciting news, and I think this might be the perfect time to
All right. I
share.
love breaking news.
Breaking news.
That's right.
breaking
All right.
news.
Right here on the podcast.
We are going into Union Hall.
Are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you know what? That's Union Hall is the one that's in downtown.
Yes, ma'am.
Waco. Oh, because they're putting another one.
Union
out,
Grove.
Union Grove, a little
In
further out
Woodway, yeah.
west. How exciting is that?
It's very exciting.
So, I mean, you can't be two places at once.
That's right. So
we figured that out.
pitch, we're hiring. So
Okay.
We are hopeful to create a team for the hall. We do anticipate keeping the truck for a little while. If it does well. So just if it does continue to do well, that's one thing. And we cater. So building those 3 teams is our goal right now. And so it's challenging, but we're on the move here in Waco.
That is so exciting. That is so exciting. And really, it was a food truck, another pretty famous food truck, that is the reason the two of you met. So let's tell that story, Keisha, if you
Great
would.
segue.
Yeah, hey. I didn't fall off a turnip truck.
Right?
So we met at Magnolia at Shamika Evans, the waffle chick,
Yeah.
her grand opening on the Silos property. That morning, she was having a couple of issues with, I guess,
The electricity.
the electricity.
Yeah,
the plug or whatever.
Plugging something in she needed.
It wasn't compliant, or I'm not sure, but
I don't want to burn down the silos.
Correct. You do not want to do that. It was myself, my husband, and then the Bearfields, Andrea and Elijah.
Yeah.
We came together, and then I saw her, and Shamika was already flustered because
For sure.
things weren't going the way that she planned. She also offices out of Startup Waco, so we've had lots of conversations in preparation for the day. And I was just kind of telling her, days before, you just need to calm down. You need to just pace yourself, and let's make sure that this is going to be awesome. You're the first in Waco, a Black-owned restaurant, food truck to be on the Silos property.
This is great.
And so it was that particular impact was very special for the Black community here in Waco, for her to be there. So we all wanted to show up. I know I posted it all over Facebook. Let everybody please come and help support her. So we wanted to be there early to make sure that we set it off. I know we did want to pray with her before as well. So again, when we got there, it was already chaotic. My friend here, she was also there, and she was already busy inside of her contact list on her phone. Or AKA Rolodex.
Rolodex. Yeah, some of us call them Rolodexes.
She was going through her phone looking for contacts, and I was like, well, how does she know who is she? Where,
Yeah, you didn't know her.
I had no idea who she was, but her and Andrea are a part of the same sorority, so they knew each other.
Right.
And I'm like, who is that girl? What is she doing? So she found somebody to help. I was making phone calls, and during that time, it was like a holiday weekend, or I don't know.
We just couldn't get anybody.
We couldn't get
fast
anybody
enough.
to get over there to help or whatever until she found somebody to help. And so I made it a point. I was like, I am going to know her before I leave here. And we have this picture of that day. And I have like a space issue. Like, I don't like people to be really, really close. I don't know if it was the pandemic or just my quirkiness or whatever. But anyway, we have this picture, and she is all in my personal space. I love it because the look on her, I mean, she is so excited to know me in that picture.
She was so sweet.
That's what I see in that picture. Like, she is
But
so
you were
excited.
kind of,
I know, but
She was just like, cheese.
but I
and
mean,
I'm like, cheese.
and I love that picture. It is going on my wall of fame and all that. But that day is solidified in that picture. Like, I met her that day. So yeah.
well, I remember you talking about this when you were sharing with the group at the seminar. And what I wrote down in my notes is no PDA.
No.
Calls Tasmin the disruptor.
All in my space. Really is what that
But
is.
it's obvious, and it was obvious to the crowd there, how, the affection you have for each other, and that it's more than just a mentor mentee. Oh, I'll call her and meet with her for coffee once a month or something. I mean, you're obviously fast friends now,
Right.
and a great support for each other. I want to talk a little bit about your spouses, because both your husbands were there. They're not very many men at this. It was high tea, and it was,
Yes.
a sea of ladies. It's the leading Waco women.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, Tasmin, when your husband walked up, you were already seated at the table. And when you looked up at his face, just the glow that you had and the joy at seeing him. I mean, it was palpable to me. It really blessed me. And your sweet husband was there to take care of you because you just had some surgery. And you were kind of moving a little gingerly.
3 weeks prior, I had breast reconstruction surgery from breast cancer that ravaged my body. And as you can see today, girl, yes.
You're moving a lot better.
I'm moving a lot better. I have a set of girls that I'm excited about today. And I was really just kind of getting used to those. I think I still had stitches that day.
Oh, sure. I'm sure.
And so I was concerned about doing the program anyway, because I knew
Right.
it was going to be
Pretty
shortly
quick.
after surgery. But yeah, he was there to come help me
Oh,
up and down the stairs. And all that.
And they were videoing the whole thing. They were, obviously so proud of the two of you as well. But, just talk a little bit about the dynamic, because both of you work with your husbands and not, a lot of, couples have that opportunity, shall we say, that blessing of being able to be with them for extended periods of time during the day.
So I guess the one thing that I can say that we have connected with, 20 years in, I believe myself and Rocky have made all the mistakes, all of them. And what I kind of translate to her is the response to those mistakes. And I know we didn't do the right thing. We didn't come out of it right. It took extensive conversations and deciding to be open and vulnerable with my husband, and how I made him feel, how he made me feel in that moment of business, and how it we almost have a transparent line of business and our relationship, because I am totally engulfed in all the things that we do. He is just kind of like in and out whenever. So it's a thing. And I always want to let her know that it can be better. It will get better, but you have to be 100% transparent and upfront in how it makes you feel, how they have made you feel in the specific space regarding the businesses. And I'm hoping that our mistakes, and we still make some mistakes, but we've learned a great deal from the ones that we've made before, that I translate that information to her in hopes that they don't experience any of the hurt, pain, stepped on toes or anything like that in their business like I did. So, yeah.
Absolutely. I think that's where we kind of ebb and flow, because she is a mentor in that way, that wise counsel. And so I shared at the program, I lost my parents at a very young age. And so their ability to counsel us as married couples, and they were married till they both, they passed away at different times, but my mom didn't remarry. And so Keisha and Rocky are able to say, that's worth it as a fight, and that's not worth it as a fight.
Yeah, not the hill to die on. Right?
It is not the hill. And if you get up the hill, even if it's not the hill, figure out how to get back down the hill so you don't make
together.
it. Yeah. So you don't make it a thing. And no matter what people say, and this is for any couple who is considering going into business with their partner, it is absolutely, I believe, no way to separate business from marriage. So you have to handle your marriage with care while you're in business. And if you can't do that, then don't go into business together. So we're learning that as a young married couple. We got married young. We're still young. We've been married for 6 years, but we're 33. So think about your early to mid 20s. 6 years later, you started a business a year ago. So 5 years was just us, but now we're in a business. And a lot of his career has been spent, he's in recruiting. So a lot of travel, a lot of long hours in football. So there's a lot of grace we have to extend ourselves as partners. And then what they don't tell you about marriage is the people that you marry at 25, you are not those people at 30.
No.
You are not those
That's
people
true.
at 35.
Your brain really is still developing, and then just your priorities can shift. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that ebb and flow of mentee-mentor happens a lot between Keisha and I. I'm not just the mentee. I'm not just the mentor.
No.
Neither is she.
Well, and a huge support when you had your surgery. I know you were right there.
That's my girl. And I've experienced a lot of loss. And my dad passed away of cancer. And so taking care of somebody, I've had several surgeries. I didn't share at the program, but we've had some infertility journey and struggles along the way, and several procedures to try to have a successful pregnancy, which we have. We lost a set of twins. And to know sometimes what that feels like when you are trying to do life, trying to manage a career. I'm already a mom, so we do have an 11-year-old. And going into a procedure that's life-changing, life-saving, you are at an all-time low. Your confidence is at a 1. I don't know anyone who's gone, I got this and meant it. Like, you go in with that full confidence.
You want to feel confident, but
and I wanted her to know, like, I got you. You know, it's scary, it's hard, it's lonely, but you are not alone, and that's very important to me that she felt.
Okay, so I want each of you to tell me what the other's strongest suit is.
So to me, her confidence is out of this world. Now, I've experienced, whether she knows what she's talking about or not, she is going to sell it.
She's confident about it.
She is going to sell it like she knows it. And I'm like, I want to pass the offering plate. Like, you got it. You got it. Like, I love it. I love it. But her attention to detail, her wordsmithing, and knowing the exact thing to say to make you feel her confidence transfer into you. Like, I got it. Don't even worry about it. Even the things that I know I said I can't do because of my husband or whatever, I know I'm able to do. I just don't want to do it because I thought we started this together. We're supposed to do it. She's like, no.
You don't need him.
He's taking care of these things.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You go ahead.
You can do it, yeah.
Go forth and prosper.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, what's that? Is that it?
Something like that. Very good.
So, yeah, I think for me, that's what I believe is her the absolute best thing that she does for me.
And it's almost what attracted you to want to know who this lady was at the beginning, yeah.
Because it was, so I watch a lot of TV, I watch a lot of movies, but she had like a light, an aura around her, and it was radiating. I was like, I have got to know.
Isn't that neat? Did you know that?
No. Today. Found out today.
Oh,
that's so sweet.
You don't need to know all my
more breaking news.
Hola, yo soy Jackie.
Y yo soy Jessica.
Y esto es Zona del Crimen. Un podcast donde hablaremos sobre casos de crímenes reales
Y eventos impactantes que han quedado marcados a través del tiempo. Recuerden que nos pueden seguir en Facebook, Instagram
o donde escuches tus podcasts favoritos.
Hi, this is Sarah,
And I'm Carter.
and this is Some of Our Thoughts.
We're two Southern sommeliers, and we want to share everything we love and know about wine. We started hanging out during quarantine and cooking and drinking and listening to music, and we just thought this would be a great way to bring everything we know to you guys.
We will make wine knowledge and food pairings easy and approachable. So put on your favorite vinyl, grab your favorite glass of wine, tune into our show, and let's have some fun.
Wine and vinyl. So check us out on roguemedianetwork.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast. We'll be talking about a lot.
Hey, I'm Blair.
And I'm Brittany. And we're the host of
By the Cover Podcast.
We cover everything from mysteries, thrillers, romance, chick lit, and even some smut.
Don't forget the smut.
Yeah.
We're so excited to get this thing going and share this with you guys. We've been talking about this for months, and it's finally happening.
Yes.
Special shout out to Rogue Media for helping us with this.
For sure. You can find us on Instagram at bythecover_podcast.
You can also find us on Facebook and TikTok, so don't forget to give us a follow on those two also.
And we are so excited to dive into some of our favorite books and share those with you.
We can't wait. Hope you love it.
Okay, so your turn.
You know, it's so funny that you said that because I instantly had these two things, loyalty and dedication, right? But that's giving of yourself, right, to someone else. So as she was talking, I'm thinking, like, those are amazing, like, attributes for you to have. But when you're not giving of yourself, then what? And so to answer your question, she is uniquely curious and has a desiring heart to always be a learner. And people who function in that space, in curiosity, they're powerful people because they lack that judgment that's inherent, right? They're open to being receptive. So to me, Keisha's very open. She has, like, of course, your traditional hegemonic judgments, like, oh.
Okay, define hegemonic for
Okay, I was going to say that's
Right.
a $10 word.
Exactly, SAT.
So hegemonic is
Higher
like
ed word you got over there.
yeah.
Hegemonic.
Yeah,
How do you
it's
spell that?
Hegemony. Hegemony is where it's from. And it's the
Hegemony.
idea that, you know, the white picket fence, everybody needs to be middle class. And
An ideal.
the idea, yes,
Right.
the perfect idea.
Okay.
School, family, children.
Life's not like
marriage.
that, though, usually.
No. And so she has those, to me, American constructs, right? That judgment, like, it's nighttime, lock your doors.
Exactly.
Which is normal. Like, those types of normal things. But beyond the normalcy that you notice from your day-to-day American, she will go to the end of the earth. What's over there? Let's find out about it. That is a strength because if you notice, the older you get, the more closed you become. And so for Keisha to be so willing to learn and grow and nurture, she's scared of everything, which is the craziest intersection, but she does it afraid. And I don't think she really notices how much she does afraid. And so I just love that about you. I really, really do. Like, all the things, like, she will go to anywhere in this country without any
Outside
fear.
the country as well.
Well, obviously you
this
do. You
world.
travel.
Yes, anywhere in the world,
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. And that's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I didn't
No,
mean to
go
cut you
ahead.
off.
No.
So I was curious. I've never known anybody that owned a food truck or anything like that. So I was excited to say, hey, if you ever need me, let me know.
Like stupid stuff like that.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, if you ever need some extra help or whatever.
Well, she's opened another place. So.
Oh, no, I found out last week. We were at the Bremond Polish Festival.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Bremond. I had a good time.
Oh, Bremond's a great place.
But
we work for how many hours?
12.
12.
Oh,
hours.
better.
Easy 12. The respect that I have now for her husband, my daughter also works for them. I had no idea. Now, initially, I came out to get people to come to the food truck because
Right.
I have nothing.
You were
to
doing
lose.
PR.
Exactly.
Oh,
hey
yeah.
guys, you got to come and check this garlic parmesan, whatever. But after a certain amount of time, she was like, "Hey, I need you on the truck." I said, "Okay." I was not. I definitely wasn't ready. I had no idea about dropping things and get these fries. It was the most exhilarating and scary, tiresome. I had so much adrenaline running after we broke the food truck down. It was just us three women just broke the food truck down because she had a couple people to call in or whatever. But I was so excited. Like, I called my husband, like, dude, I worked the heck out of that food truck.
And
In
we
the
wanted
heat.
to kill my husband because he had an official visit. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't care who might be coming to Baylor. you better come get me.
So
I done had enough, you know.
but
And so
it was
cool.
it was so exciting. But now I want to be the last person that she calls
Yeah.
if she needs
Okay.
help.
Well, but that's an important part of your relationship now too. You fully understand.
Yeah,
But
so much more.
that's the point that I'm making. Like, she's going to try it.
Yeah.
And I literally could not have prayed for better support that day.
Yeah.
You know, he has to do what he has to do. Like,
Right.
yeah, I'm being facetious. He couldn't come,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
And you needed the help.
Yeah, and to know that I have somebody I just met who, you know, we're almost 20 years apart. Like, she don't care. She was there.
Yeah.
She loves to tell how many years apart we are. I just beat her to the punch this time.
Okay.
But I love that about Keisha.
Oh, well, you two are delightful. I like to end these little visits with a questionnaire similar to the one the late, great James Lipton would use on Inside the Actors Studio. So we'll just kind of alternate these questions in the final moments. We'll start with Keisha. What is your favorite word?
Are you gonna wait? It's a bad word.
Don't say it. Pick a new word.
Okay, my favorite word is advertisement.
Okay. That's
go.
right. There you got prosperity
see
tax
that?
service.
That's one of
That's
them.
right. I mean, PR, that's your thing.
Absolutely, advertisement.
Okay. I'm going to ask Tasmin, what is your least favorite word?
Can't.
Yeah. I hear that a lot.
Mm.
I hear that a lot. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally, Tasmin?
Creatively, my gift is in my hands. So anything that I can touch, make, do.
Right.
Spiritually, affirmation. So no matter how you get it, when you're down, and that fulfillment of being affirmed that it's going to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
God is real. And you can do all things. That affirmation is what keeps you. So that emotionally, I'm torn between sacrifice and compassion.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wow.
deep.
Deep, deep. I'll ask you the same question, Keisha. What turns you on creatively,
Oh,
spiritually, or emotionally?
music.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Particular style of music, or?
I love.
What is that genre?
We were. What do you mean?
We were talking about this on the way over
in
here.
the car.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna say 90s gospel.
Uh-huh.
Moonchild, Neo Soul,
Neo Soul.
Jasmine Soul.
and-
What is that?
And then just flatfoot belting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Women that can just go.
Oh,
and
yeah. And
blow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that brings me to the next question. What sound do you love the most? You may have already answered this, but
Laughter.
laughter. Okay.
Yes. I love to hear children laugh.
Oh, yeah.
Like toddler, baby.
Oh,
little
it's just
kids.
infectious.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Okay.
I'll go with my husband's laughing.
Yeah.
When
You've
he just,
heard it before.
when he just gets tickled, I love it because I know he has so much responsibility on him as a father, as a husband, as a network administrator for the VA in total. Like, it's a lot. So when he is just tickled, like there's just a moment in time where none of that matters.
Right.
So it like explodes off and then comes back. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
like I gotta pay. I gotta make sure this insurance is taken care of. I gotta make sure these
But
braces and
the
glasses.
Bible says it does good, like a medicine.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
What sound do you hate?
Noise.
Yeah.
I do not like noise.
Noise, just
No. I would rather be in complete silence.
okay. What are you thinking,
I
Keisha?
have the noise that I hate. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't. There is something in every sound. like your voice, like the timbre of your voice is very calming. It's great on radio. It's great on TV, and it makes you want to lean in and listen. So there is a lot of different things in sound that makes you curious, makes you weird. Like when I hear like trains, the whole little train thing that just went past.
I was going to say, you can usually hear a train here.
It makes me want to dance. Like
Really?
I want to get up and do like
Okay.
I don't know, scream and just do some fun stuff while the train is going, because nobody can hear you while the
Right.
train is going.
That's
you can
true.
just say anything. You can like
This is what I'm talking
just
about. This is what I
release.
love
You
about
can
her.
release during
Who thinks
the
like this? And who thinks like this?
You can release
love
during
it.
the train track sound. So,
And
there
she
you go.
means it.
Okay, what profession would you like to have tried? There's something you wanted to be when you were a little girl.
Oh,
or something.
absolutely. So I was going to be a lawyer, and I was going to be a U.S. ambassador to a Latin American country
Okay.
for the United States.
Okay.
The only thing I've ever really wanted to do is to sing. I don't want to be in the front. I want to be a supportive background singer.
Uh-huh.
And make sure that whoever is in front looks great.
Wow, that's
So,
good.
yeah.
What job do you know you would not want to do? Thank you very much, but no.
This food truck is hot in Texas. It is hot in Texas. And it's nasty
Okay.
when you work with food.
Yeah.
And I'm like extremely particular.
But it makes so many people happy. I don't even
I know
understand.
you're making people happy.
And I'm going to go on record and say city council.
Oh, city council. Yeah, my husband was a city councilman. So
Really?
yeah, for the city of Waco.
I
back-
had no idea how thankless
Yep,
and tedious.
but it's important. I mean,
It's
somebody's got to do it.
It's very important,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that the people that are doing it right now here for this city is doing it.
Yeah, amen. Amen. All right, one last question.
Yes.
What do you want to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Oh, well done.
Well done, my good and faithful servant. You
Yes,
did that.
Oh man, this has been so much fun. You two are such a blessing. I just appreciate your willingness to spend some time with me here today and to share your story. And again, how can folks learn more about your businesses, Keisha?
Slowburnwaco.com, prosperitytaxservice.org. No, prosperitytax.com. Prosperity Travel Group. No, I don't know. Pause.
I'm a hollering.
Slowburnwaco.com. prosperitytravel.org. prosperitytax.com. East Waco Empowerment Project.com.
Okay. All right.
I'm a
And-
millennial, so Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, handle Max Fryhouse.
Max Fryhouse. Well, I'm looking forward to sampling your wares soon. So thank you both so much
No,
for being
thank
with
you.
us. And thank you for being with us. Join us again for another Central Texas Life. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Central Texas Life with Ann Harder is part of the Rogue Media family. Be sure to check out our other shows at roguemedianetwork.com. Please rate this show 5 stars on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, or anywhere you get your podcasts. Join us again soon for more Central Texas Life with Ann Harder. This has been a Rogue Media Network